Hi everyone. So it's been quite a minute since I've posted a video about my process with cloth diapering. And Luna has grown up, started solids, and I'm kind of in a new transition in the whole journey. And I've gained new information, new insight on the product, and I've decided to make a video on some new knowledge. So I feel like this is going to be a pretty long video because I have a lot to say. But just to conclude now, the topics that I'm going to be covering is solid food. Now that she's on solids, the poop is definitely more solid. And the big question is, what do you do with the poop? I'm going to be covering that. Also, now that, again, she's bigger, in the night, her pees are heavier, and I did deal with a few leaks. So a solution on that. And just some extra little pointers here and there on the whole process. So the big question is, what do you do with the poop? I spoke with a few of my friends, and that seems to be everyone's concern. Again, I've mentioned this in the past. When Luna was just on breast milk, the poop is liquidy and very easy to just throw the whole diaper in the wash. I've never had any issues. The diapers always came out very clean, not a problem at all. You don't have to go crazy to clean the diapers. There's no messes. Just throw the entire diaper with the breast milk poop in the wash. But then when she started solids, of course, her poop became more solid, and everyone tells me, no, you can't throw that in the wash, and obviously not. But little did they know, and little did I know as well, that it's probably even easier now than when she was on breast milk, and I'll tell you why. The majority of the time, depending on what they eat, Luna, I make her own food, and the majority of the time, her poop is a nice, cute, solid patty. It looks exactly like a patty, and so the material of the inserts, she has her little solid patty on here, and I simply just plop it in the toilet, and once I plop it, it comes out clean like this, and I just throw this in the wash. So there's absolutely zero poop that's left over on the insert. So it's even cleaner than when she was on breast milk. Of course, depending on what she eats, there will be times where it'll be more liquidy, and yes, it'll be a little bit more of a mess, but it is what it is. Don't tell me, even if you use disposable diapers, that you never had to clean up a mess. It's very, very rare, but it might happen that you'll have to maybe clean up. But if that's the case, there's another solution. So if you are planning on, or if you are expecting a poop that's more liquidy or a diarrhea or whatever, if you feed your baby prunes or whatnot, sometimes I like to throw in prunes in her diet just if her poop is a little hard and I'm expecting a softer poop. That's not a problem, because there are these beautiful flushable liners. So it comes in a roll. You get about 100 in a roll. It's a flushable liner. So if you are expecting a poop that's not as solid, you could always put this liner, this flushable liner, on your liners, and put it in the cloth diaper. And if there's a mess in here, you simply grab this and throw the entire thing in the toilet. So that's a great solution. But I've realized that the majority of the time, even sometimes I'll put this liner and the poop is solid enough that I will simply just plop the poop in the toilet, and then the liner comes out relatively clean, and I'll put this in the wash. Now that's my next topic. Okay, so let me tell you my story with these flushable liners. I bought them not really knowing about them, and I used them a couple of times. I was flushing them in the toilet, and then one day, for one reason or another, my flushable liner ended up with the cloth diapers in the wash. Was hanging up her diapers to have them dry, and this thing came out completely intact. So then I'm telling myself, how is it flushable if it survived the washing machine? Usually a flushable item will completely disintegrate in the toilet, like toilet paper, right? So I didn't really like that idea, and I've kind of searched on the internet of other products that will disintegrate more, and unfortunately, I didn't find anything as of yet. So the whole purpose of this project is to reduce waste, to reduce the garbage that we put in landfills. So I didn't like the idea of having this go into the toilet and it not really dissolving or disintegrating that quickly. So again, like I mentioned, the majority of the time it's just a simple patty of poop. You can grab this, plop it in the toilet, and rewash this and use it a couple of times. And if ever there's a huge mess and you don't want to dirty your hands, which is completely understandable, just throw the whole thing out in the toilet. Again, the impact is tremendous. If you're throwing these little toilet papers out every once in a while, compared to throwing ginormous diapers 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day, you're still making a huge difference. So that's the way I look at it. If I don't want to dirty my hands every once in a while, just throw the whole thing out. But again, the majority of the time, there's never any mess. Just plop the poop in the toilet. So just quickly before I start my next topic, I just want to add in that this roll I bought, I've never had to rebuy this roll because I rarely use these. Or even if I do use them, I reuse them. I keep reusing them and reusing them and reusing them. I think in total, I think I've probably flushed down a good 5. So it's like after I use it and the poop simply just plops into the toilet, I will wash it in the wash and reuse it and reuse it. And yes, every time I do wash it, it gets thinner and thinner. But I haven't had to rebuy this roll. I've been using the same one because I just keep reusing them. So Luna is 7 months old now, and her pees are definitely heavier, and she started leaking in the middle of the night. So she'll sleep 12, 13 hours straight, and I won't be changing her diaper in between. And so she would wake up with her pajama a little wet because of leaks. So then I went on to Little Helpers. That's the brand that I use for my cloth diapers. And they offer an insert. This is a Little Helpers insert. So I don't have it on me right now. It's in Luna's room and she's sleeping, and I'm not going to be waking her up just to show you. But I'll post a picture in this video. So it's an insert like this, but on the back side, it's a PUL layer, a waterproof PUL layer, and it is definitely thicker. But unfortunately, I was still having leaks with that. So my solution was simply, I was using the thicker Little Helpers insert, and I added a whole other insert. This is the Baby Goal brand, and I love these inserts. They're still very good. It's a more affordable brand, but they're impeccable. I love the quality. And so I was using the little helpers plus this insert. So ever since then, my nights are successful. She wakes up with no leaks, and everything has been working great. So that's the solution. Yes, it's a little thicker. Her butt is a big butt before she goes to bed because of how many layers I put, but she sleeps great. She never wakes up because of a wet diaper, and in the morning she wakes up completely dry. So that's a leaking solution that I found. And of course, there might be some troubleshooting that you need to work on with how you put on the diaper, and the Little Helpers has a troubleshooting video on trying to figure out what you're doing wrong, and I'll post that information as well. So just to conclude, my journey with cloth diapering has been great. I actually went on vacation, and I left her cloth diapers at home and decided to use disposables for the week, and I missed my diapers. Everyone always asks me like, "Oh, how's it going? How's the cloth diapering going?" Like expecting me to say, "Oh my God, it's so hard, blah, blah, blah." But honestly, it's really not hard at all. It's part of my life now, and I love it. I enjoy it. I feel like I'm really contributing to the environment, and it's great. And I really hope that I could influence some soon to be parents, or even parents that have used disposables up until now and want to switch. That's my goal, is to influence a few people to show them how easy it is to use these cloth diapers. And every day I try to reduce my waste, and I'm learning of new ways, including feminine products or kitchen products. And hopefully in the future I can post a few videos of other products that I use to reduce my waste. And that's about it for now. I will be posting other videos if I ever think of other things. And please, if you have any questions, it would be my absolute pleasure to make videos or to give you my information or some insights or anything that would help you decide to use cloth diapers for your babies.